Hi, I'm Adam with Let Us Try That, and today we're going to be making keto hot dogs, or pigs in a blanket to be more specific. These are easy to make, and the great thing is you can make them ahead of time, and then you'll have something that's ready to go when you're hungry. The dough that we're going to use is the same as the fathead dough that we use to make keto pizza. For that dough, you will need mozzarella cheese, cream cheese, blanched almond flour, an egg, and whatever seasonings you like. We'll start by preheating the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 204 centigrade. We'll also need a cookie sheet to put the hot dogs on, and this can be greased with butter, cooking spray, or you can even just put a piece of parchment paper down to stop our pigs in a blanket from sticking to the cookie sheet. Now we can start making our dough. So while the oven's heating up, we'll get about 6 ounces of mozzarella cheese. I'll go ahead and measure it with my kitchen scale. Six ounces will be about 170 grams for those of you on the metric system. A little bit more. Okay, that's 6.1, that's close enough for me. We're also going to need 1 ounce or about 28 grams of cream cheese. And it's off by maybe a tenth or 2/10 of an ounce, but that's close enough for me. And we'll also need 3/4 of a cup of almond flour. So we'll put this in the microwave for 1 minute. And we can take that out. We'll mix it up. And we'll put it back in the microwave for another 30 seconds. And that can come out of the microwave. And then we can stir it up some more. We just want everything to be blended. Now we can add in our egg and whatever seasonings we like. So I like to put a little bit of garlic powder and Italian seasonings, and I don't usually measure this, I just kind of eyeball it. Now we'll crack the egg. And we'll mix this until everything is mixed together well. If you have a hand mixer, you can use that. You can do it with a spatula. Or if you don't mind getting your hands dirty, you could just reach in there and do it with your hands. Now, the cheese is still kind of hot, but it's not too bad. As long as I don't keep my hands in one place for too long, it's not too bad. Just want to mix it until everything is well combined. It shouldn't be too wet. It's wet at first because of the egg, but once you get everything incorporated, it's not as wet. This dough is still hot, so you may not want to do it this way if you're sensitive, but there, I think everything's pretty well mixed now. So the next thing we need to do is flatten the dough so that we can put a hot dog down and roll it up. So I'm going to use a couple of pieces of parchment paper. And then we can break off a little piece of dough about the size of a golf ball. We'll put it between the parchment paper, and if you have a tortilla press, you can use one of these. Just put your little dough ball down between two pieces of parchment paper and press it flat. If you don't have a tortilla press, there's no problem. We can just squish it with a heavy pan. But now that we have one little dough ball flattened out, we can put a hot dog down at one of the edges and then just roll it up. And these hot dogs are a bit longer. These are bun length hot dogs, so I might want to make my dough ball a little bit bigger. I'm just stretching the dough out so it reaches closer to the edges. And then we can put our pig in a blanket onto our cookie sheet, our greased cookie sheet, don't want them to stick. And then we'll just repeat that process until we've used up all of our dough. Okay, so if you don't have a tortilla press, you can just put a little dough ball down between two pieces of parchment paper, and then get a heavy pan and just push down. Then take your hot dog, put it down on one of the edges and roll it up. And we'll put this one onto our cookie sheet. So then we'll repeat that process until we've used up all of our dough. One important thing I'd like to note is that you need to check the ingredients or the nutritional information on your hot dogs. Some hot dogs, they add sugar and you have unnecessary carbs there. So you want to make sure that your hot dogs are as low carb as possible. Flatten this out and make a little personal pizza. You could put some no sugar added tomato sauce, cheese, pepperoni, whatever else you like on there, and have a little personal pizza. You could also fill this with whatever you like, fold it over, and make essentially like a hot pocket. And we'll pop this in the oven for about 15 minutes. So after about 15 minutes, you can see they're just starting to get golden brown. You could leave them in a little longer if you want all of them to be brown like this one. But at this point, they're done cooking, and once they're ready, you can just let them cool for a little while, and then you can add whatever your favorite low carb or keto friendly condiments are. You can use a no sugar added ketchup, mustard, or whatever you like. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, and share it. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon to make sure you don't miss any future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.